Okay, what's going on, guys? Kieran, fingers crossed. Welcome to another deck profile. I know it's been a while since we've done deck profiles, but now I should be getting weekly, especially considering locals is open. At the time recording, I'll actually be playing 3 locals this week, so it's not clickbait also, just want to point that out. I did actually go undefeated with this deck. Absolutely absurd. I just did it for a joke, but it turned out really well. First game I kind of struggled a little bit, but then from then on it was kind of smooth sailing. And I'll get into it and I'll explain what's going on and the matchups as I go through. But first I played against Evil Twin Dogmatika. Then I played against a Warrior FTK deck. Unfortunately, I lost the dice roll, but still won the round. And then finally, I played against Madolce, and that game was just, he let me go first, and that just was a mistake. So, yeah, let's just jump into it, guys. Like, you can already see by this that it's a weird deck, right? So, starting off, we play White Knight of Dogmatika, 3 Ecclesia, 2 Fleur, and 2 Maximus. So, the reason I'm like playing so many is because obviously Ecclesia is the good one. She can special summon and get your searches going. Maximus is basically 2 more searches, and Fleur is a negate. So, and he obviously helps OTK. The White Knight of Dogmatika is actually so good, helped me OTK in 2 of the games, because obviously you can snipe out of their deck as well. So one of the games I needed to do like 5k damage or something like that, and I had like Ecclesia and that. I sent from my extra deck the Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, and then from his extra deck I sent his Zeus. So now even if I didn't OTK, he has no Zeus to play with next turn. And that could have been anything. What about if he had Dragoon or Boral Sword or anything? I could have just took it out of his deck and then gained half the attack, which is so good. Yeah, like what more can you say? Like Dogmatika is the strongest engine in the game. Like it is crazy how good this engine is. And the White Knight, I played this mostly just because it looks badass. It looks so cool. Moving on. So it is a Halqifibrax Turbo, so righty driver and 1 lefty driver. This is one of our 2 normal summons. Obviously 5 is the ideal number, so there's 3 of the normal summons so far. Yeah, you just normal summon righty driver, special summon lefty driver, make Halqifibrax, and then just go off from there. Pretty self-explanatory, really. Then the other normal summon is Shiranui Solitaire. I like this more. I would have played 3 of this and 3 righty driver, but I only own 2. Because obviously this makes Gamma live, because you tribute it for cost to then special summon your Unizombie. And then of course that will be engraved. Unizombie will be on field. You'll send your Mizuki, and then you just Mizuki to revive back Solitaire. You now have another Needle Fiber, Halqifibrax, whatever you want to call it, play. But obviously it makes Gamma live as well, so then you can Omega and rip a card from hand as well. So really good. I really like that. So yeah, that's the other part of it. Then of course we are playing the Auroradon bit because we've got no link cross, so we're playing Despot. So you summon Despot, make Auroradon, get 3 tokens, bring back Despot, make your Herald, and then obviously you destroy 2 tokens to get the Cult Wing, more tokens, and all that fun. For the hand traps, we do play quite a few hand traps because my locals is like there's a lot of really good players there, so you have to. So obviously we're playing let's do it like that. The Gamma package, played 2 Phantasme. I would have played 3, but it's already quite a lot of room taken up anyways. And then we've got 3 Drone Lockbird. It hits so many things at the moment, and there is obviously Drytron potentially is going to grow. There's already 1 player at my locals playing that, so yeah, Droll is in there. These are what I chose. Never saw Phantasme, if I'm honest. Droll saw a couple of times and it helped, and Gamma, I gammaed quite a few things, so yeah. Now into our spells, absolutely broken spells. This is not a budget deck, I'm telling you now, it is not a budget deck, and you'll see now. So 3 Nadir Servant, like, again, what more can you say? You're going to send a card and then search for more than likely your Ecclesia. There were a couple of times, there was one time I searched for, I already had Ecclesia, so I searched for my Ritual Boy so that I can summon him, because let's face it, he looks cool. So 3 Nadir, so broken. More money cards. 2 talents, so good. Saw that a couple of times. Most of the time I just use it to draw. And then prosperity. There was one game I opened 2. This was my hand. This and I think Deskbot 001. This was my hand. Prosperity for 6. I got Righty Driver, went for Righty Driver. They had no interruptions. I comboed and made my macro Cosmos. So this card is insane, guys, honestly. Then for a nice little bit that I played just for this event, really, everyone laughed at me in the beginning, but Book of Lunar Eclipse actually won me a game. I saw it one time and it won me that game. So it was against Madolce. I had this set, he let me go first. I did that, had it set. He special summoned 2 Madolces, and before he, and on resolution of that, I just Book of Lunar Eclipsed him, he passed, and then I OTK'd him next turn. So yeah, I really like this card. I'll keep trying it to see what it's like, but yeah, it worked. Can't be sad when it worked. And also, this was, if I was going second, this was something that I just sided out, easily sided out. Then for our one-offs, we've got 1 Dogmatika. So this is searchable when you send Herald, so that's why that's there. Then you've got, and that's obviously the ritual spell to make the Dogmatika Knight. 1 E-Telly. So E-Telly's in there just because it's an extender basically, and you can use the gammas that are in your deck after you've gammaed someone. So otherwise, if you draw into a gamma, it kind of feels bad, but obviously I reduced that by using that. Harpy's Feather Duster, it's just good. I mean, against the evil twin player, they went first. I opened this Duster, OTK, easy. Called by the Grave, it allows you to play. Then the last 4 cards, 2 Punishment and 2 Ice Dragon's Prison. Ice Dragon's Prison is just an amazing card, so I feel like you have to play it. And then Punishment. The reason I play 2 and not 1 is because there was one game I opened Ecclesia and this, so then I don't need to search this. I can use Ecclesia, and then I searched Maximus, then I specialed Maximus, and then from sending Titaniclad I can get the Fleur. So I've got Ecclesia, Maximus and Punishment set, and then Fleur for the follow-up. So that's why I played 2. It was pretty good, I'm not going to complain. Ice Dragon's Prison I saw once, and it helps me against the FTK person, because obviously they made a sold and I just banished their Dolphin and a sold. Yeah, pretty good. Felt pretty good, not gonna lie. Again, I can't believe this deck actually performed as well as it did, but I just made it for a joke. But potentially I might play it again, maybe tweak it a little bit, maybe get a 3rd Shiranui Solitaire. I'll try and speed up a little bit more. So we're going to the extra deck now. So it's Halqifibrax, so you have to play at least one Halqifibrax play. It's just broken, and then his partner in crime today for the locals was Auroradon. Absolutely broken. You make this, bring out Despot, and then Despot and that make Auroradon, and then you make the play. Absolutely crazy. Yeah, loved it. It was just fun to play that also, by the way. Then we play 2 Herald, 1 Shooting Riser, 1 Shen Shen, and 1 Savage. So the reason I play 2 Herald is because 1 you need for the combo, and then the other one you can send with Maximus and then search for your ritual spell. So that's why I played the 2 of those. Shooting Riser Dragon obviously allows you to get into these 2 because you use Despot on 2 tokens, and then you can make Shooting Riser, then Shooting Riser you need to send cards to make either one of these 2. Yeah, so I didn't make Savage at all because I just felt the 1 negate, but the banish is insane. So I had Herald, and Shen and Aurored on most games, and Shen, anything sent from field to graveyard is banished, and Herald, anything sent from your hand or deck, main deck to graveyard, is banished. So basically they're playing under a Macro Cosmos, and not a lot of decks can play under that, so like a couple of people just scooped against me. Savage would be good against something that maybe doesn't rely on that, but yeah, I just never needed to make it. Shen was just like OP, and the good thing about Shen is he can bring itself back, so you can banish 2 cards with different types and attributes and then bring itself back, which is wild. It's so good. Then we've got the last one is Omega. Again, never played it, but it's a good target for Nadir Servant because you can put it in grave, and then obviously you can return this and 1 card in the graveyard to there, so potentially you can use your Titanic Lad again or your Herald again for your Nadir Servant or something like that. So really good. I never needed to do that. Usually I just banished it from Prosperity, but also it's there for Gamma if they try to ash your Solitaire. Then obviously for fusions we've got these, so really good to send from either Punishment, Maximus, or Nadir. So this is just going to be a free send, and this is a Searcher, so pretty good. Also it's a level 8, which you need to make the Dogmatika ritual spell, the Ritual Boy. That is also what I used Boral Savage for as well, because it's an 8. Then the last 3 cards are Ultimate Dragon, just because it's good for punishment to send something, like just in case someone has something bigger, like a UCT Dino is quite a lot in my, there are quite a lot of dinosaur in my locals, so it's good for UCT. Also, it's the highest attack fusion monster I have for the Dogmatika Ritual Boy, so that he can gain the attack. I am looking to get 5-headed dragon though, and then that will replace this. But it is also fun to play Blue Eyes. Ferrojit. So Ferrojit is just in case if I drew like Nadir 7 and maybe the Mecha Phantom Beast. So I can use the Mecha Phantom Beast. I can use Nadir to send this. I can get Ecclesia, put the Cult Wing back, and then next turn, hopefully I should be able to combo. But yeah, it's just to help unbrick your hand if you need to. And then the last card is Link Rebo. Basically, I don't have any Link 1s. I do have a Link 1s, but it doesn't matter. This is in here for the token. Generally, it's just in here for the token that, because there is quite a lot of Dino players at my locals, so Link Rebo is in there literally just for that. I'll show you guys. I don't normally show you my extra deck, but because this is actually like what I've played very recently, I'll show you guys. So for my hand traps of choice, I played 3 Nibiru, 3 Lancia, and 3 DD Crow. DD Crow was basically because I don't own the Cycle Reader. I don't own Cycle Reader, but also this hits a lot more things. You can't just do it to lights. So DD Crow was in here just in case I played someone with Droidtron. Artifact Lancia is good against like dinosaurs and stuff like that, and then Nibiru can be good against like random rogue decks or combo as well. Like if I was playing Droidtron, I would probably side these in, and so yeah, pretty good. And then the last 6 is 3 Dark Ruler No More, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, and 1 Imperial Order. Yeah, these are just for the back row decks. I'm not particularly afraid of the back row decks, to be honest, but just in case. I don't think I ever sided these in. I sided in these actually against Live Twin. This I never sided in, and Imperial Order I never sided in. So I didn't really do too much siding because I wasn't particularly bothered. Like I just went to have fun, make it like have a joke, but yeah, so I wasn't particularly bothered. But yeah. So yeah, guys, that's what I played this locals. Generally undefeated. It was so good. Like Shen was probably the VIP. This was really fun to just summon to OTK. Like again, guys, just look at it. I wish this was a secret rare because it just looks so cool. yeah, man, I had so much fun. So much fun playing this deck. I might tweak it a little bit, maybe play it again, maybe next Tuesday. But I try not to play the same ones every week, otherwise people know what you're playing and then they already preempt what you're going to do. So I'll probably change it and play like maybe a pure Dogmatika build or something like that, just for fun, you know. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.